Welcome everyone. I'm John. This is the crypto channel of John, and I'm back with a new episode of Let's Look What the Market is Doing. And also for the mindset, of course, because I love mindset, especially because it's not easy and because we have not learned this way. But first of all, before I start with any mindset stuff, let's start with the crypto chart, because yesterday I told you guys that it was an important day because the day was closing after the weekend and that there could be a lot of changes, and there was. We are at new highs, so that looks very good for me. This was a very bullish candle today. We had a candle from about 10% today for Bitcoin. At this point, almost 10%, 9%, 32. So that was a beautiful trade. That was a 20% trade that we could have taken. I was not awake this morning when it happened, so that was not good for me. I will set my alarm sooner from now on, and I will make a schedule to stand up around 6 o'clock from now on to be sure that I have this one, because this started around 8 this morning and I missed it. I was really hitting my head around 70 here. Nicely jump. Now we're having, this was the automatic rally. This was the basement, again the automatic rally. Now we're taking the downward part, and we should at least hit this part again before continuing going upwards. And this is 21,600 and a bit. I got a buy order a bit higher. Around this level I got somewhere a buy order. We will see. I think for me he will even go to these pre-year levels here, and then we will continue to go up, but we will have to wait until this day closes. My entry is in here, but if we close below this one again, that means that we can still continue going back to the pre-year high levels, and those were of course down here, if we do not stay above this line. What is very important of course for us, by the way, this is a 1 hour channel. Let's take the weekly first and give you an update like that. Maybe you guys see it better. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in here too. This is like a normal range where we were between the purple one that I drew last time and the yellow one, normally sell order. But like you can see, we went way above it, so that's beautiful. But we have to stay above this one at least too, so that we can retest them. And normally we don't do that in the same day. So if we make a retest, that means that this candle is just been pulled down again completely by the sellers. And if we end below this one, that means that we have a top tweezer, so the market can just take a different direction again. If we stay above it, and if we just touch the green one like this, and it's a very big green one, let's take the candlestick Bible for a second and let's look it up, what it says, so that you all also know, because I find it very important that you understand what the candles do. Let's take a look where this one stands. Well, we have one like this, upper one and a small body. Japanese candlesticks. Okay, but we need something else. It's a positive. That is, it's not this. It's not this too. Let's take a look where it stands, because he knows all the candles, this guy. It's so beautiful. I know it out of my head, but I want to show you which one I mean. It's the opposite one of this one. Oh, here it is. A shooting star is a bearish pin bar. So if we end up with one of these, a long shadow, price and close actions, opening price, closing price, if it is white, it doesn't matter really. does it? I think it's still the same. Yeah. So if we end up with one like these, that means that the market will change direction and that we will go back to prior high level. So if this one closes still as a small one and it has a very long tail, like you can see, that means that the market can still change direction to that side. So that's why we normally should wait before we put entries after this prior high. I think my entry just went in. Yeah, that is just one entry that went in, like you can see. This one was just headed here because we had a very big candle. I'll show you in a second which entries I made. I made 2 more. So if it keeps going down to these levels, then I have a bigger entry here at $21,083, and I got one on 21,277. Now this one that just went in is at 21,735 because I know it will hit this level, but I'm not sure if it will do. I'm isolated, so I cannot make more, and I'm only on a 2x for this trade. Like I show you everything, like I said I will. If it's a good or not a good trade, we will see in a few days. But for me, this looks very bullish, even if it closes up this above this one. It still looks like it's just hitting my line again. So this is moving average, this purple one that's here. So if it closes and touches moving average, that means that we can perfectly go the other direction again and go back upwards. So for me, this looks very bullish at this point because this was a bit of a tweezer, but the same length, same height. Okay, those candles normally should not be on here, but it looks like a beautiful tweezer, so this normally change direction. But here, by this big candle, if it stays this big, that means that we are definitely going back up. Definitely. Even if this is a wick, this candle is way too big because this is still a bullish entanglement. And if this is in a line, that means that it continues is going upwards. If it was a bearish entanglement, that was something different. That means that it was going in the opposite direction again. But it is not at this point, so this looks very bullish for me. So if people want to make an entry, you can. I already wrote it down on my Excel file, so these are my entries. You can see here. Maybe I'll make them color that it stands out of the rest. Purple is not suitable. Let's put it like this. And you can see here's my entry. This is the profit that I should make, about 49. This is about 50, 60, 70, $75 that I make. This is the amount that I have. I do not put everything in because you can see this is the amount that it cost me to put these trades in, and then I'm waiting now to take profit, and my profit is around 23,315 or 35. Something like that, to have 20% profit. That's 10% from the entry point upwards that I made it, and it's 2x, so that means 20%, and this is down the amount that I would make. So that means $75 extra, but I will not sell everything when we are hitting this point, because if we hit 23,000, that means we are up here. That we are up this level, and that means that we could even keep continuing going upwards for a longer period and go to 26,000. So I'm not gonna sell at 23,000 all of it. I'm just gonna take profit, so make sure that I have my money back and leave the rest in it. Anything that goes up higher, that means that I will do, and I will put my straight safe around this level. If it goes above it, I'll put my safe level around 23,000, like that is definitely have that amount. Okay, look, one trade just went in. So that's nicely to here. So we are going down a bit. That means, yeah, the trade just went in here. Now a bit in not a positive way, but that's okay. We are trading, so trading is always a learning phase, and I will always show you all have to have patience, and you can see these kind of numbers. That's okay. For now, because of this trade is much higher, my entry price will be around here, 22, 21, 300. If we hit this one, my entry price will definitely be here, because this is 2.2 and this is only 0.06% of Bitcoin, so this is very slow, a very less one, because I think we will definitely hit this target at least and then continues go back upwards. But we will have to wait and see what happens by the day. Now I've been a very interesting book that I've read today. I also like to learn every day a bit more, especially about entrepreneuring and everything else around it. And I'll be reading the Compound Effect. If you have never read it, please do so. It's a very interesting book. It helped me a lot, and it helped me today to realize how important it is to still make small steps and to make sure that we are going the direction that we need to go. Everybody wants to get rich fast and quickly, but that's not how it goes. You can see, even if I make all these trades, I only make like $70. So that's not a lot, but if we compound that during 1 year, constantly $70 per trade, and we can do this every two days. If you can count, we have 365 days divided by 2, and we do this with X $70. That means that we made $12,000. Just about that, but that's without compounding. So if you compound and you add that amount every day, let's take a calculator, let me show you. I always like to show these things because it's so nice to see how this works. Okay. Initially balance is 2,500. And if you can do this 2%, it's not daily. It is for half a year. Then I can see that means that we would make 43,000 already. If you can do that again for another 6 months, if you can do this for 12 months, we get on around 700,000. So you can see compound effect is amazing, how fast it grows. So if you can only do 2% and you can do this every day for around 12 months and every time compound that amount back onto it. So I'll calculate again, taking 2%. So if you have 2,500, now we take plus 2%. No, fault. So that's around 50 euros that we can add every day. That means that we have that amount next day and that we can continue go up. So if I make this, that means that I already have 2 days, so 3 days done. So if you do this every day during 12 months, only for 2,000, you would end up at the end of the year by $748,000, people. So that means that is huge. Here you can see how fast you would count. The first month you would get from 2,500 to 1,000 profit, so end up 4. The second month around 6,000. The third month around 10,000. The fourth month around 16,000. The sixth month already 43,000. So in 6 months, and then we go very fast. And then you would gain in 1 month 26,000. So that means 69. The month after that, 8 months, that means 111,000. Then 69,000. This is the interest accumulated. So this is the interest that you get, 69,000. So that means 180. The third month means the 10th month you have 100,000 extra, that means 200. The 11th month you got 169,000, that means you got 400,000. And then the last month you got already 280,000. That means that we would get 246,000 if we can make a profit of 2% every day. So that means about $50 daily that we should be adding here. So that's quite doable, I must say. And if you can do that, that means that we can make a lot of money. That's why I said I want to go to 1 million, and I say that we can make sometimes a profit from much more than that. If you can see that we could make here profits in dailies around 80%. If you do that 2x, that's 40, so we have a day of 40%. If you are still in it and you can take it back here, you can take the day after that a profit of 20%. The day after that you can take a profit of 14%. So if you can do only 2%, you can get that much money. If you can do that amount of money, that means that you can gain more than 1 million. So I say it's very doable to make 1 million in a year. We will see what ends up and where we get. So that's about it for today. It's a very short one, but I've shown you my entries for today. I will show you one more time. So these are my entries for today. We will see in a few days what it ends up to, but I'm sure of it that it will be profitable. Let me save my file. Okay, let's close up. I bless you all. Have a nice Sunday. Enjoy the evening or the morning. It depends where you are in the world. For me, it's evening at this point, around 9:18. You can see it on my clock, by the way, every time what time it is for me. I bless you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will be back tomorrow too. If anybody ever has a question, you can always ask me. This was in private, so nobody could even see it. That's not so smart, not of course. Yeah, if it's in private, nobody can join even. So now it's in public. Yeah, I'll learn next time. I'll do that before I start trading. So anybody can see. But I keep it short so everybody can enjoy watching it, so that they can see updates every day. If they don't like watching the cards every day, I will do it for you guys. That way you don't have to, and you can benefit from my experience. Now be blessed for all, enjoy, and we all see you in the next one. Ciao!